All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to Daily Update on my 1000 Day Challenge. This is day 174. So let's get things started. All right, so first and foremost, you'll notice the balance dropped substantially from yesterday, and that's actually due to a numerous number of trading stop loss that was hit, and most of them actually, as you know, didn't went in the right direction. So yeah, I'll explain a little more in terms of what went wrong, but in terms of that, it's more of like a systematic kind of trading in terms of the pullback and drawdown period, which I do expect as well. So nothing out of the blue in that sense. All right, other than that, moving back in terms of the normal, the traditional financial market update, I would say that most of it actually transited to a neutral, or I would even say a bullish market structure, even though technically it's still considered neutral. So first and foremost, we begin in Nasdaq. You can see that once again, he has made again the new all-time high. So like what I mentioned, because this at the moment is just very looking to be a very sustainable kind of a bullish trend as price hover near the 20-day exponential moving average. So even though it's so-called overextended, but yeah, this could really climb for extended period of time as what I mentioned previously, if you have seen over here. Could climb for a long time before we get a retracement. So there's nothing wrong in getting it. As long as this price is near there, you could potentially choose to get it. Yeah. All right. And similarly for Nasdaq, same thing, actually spike upwards. And in fact, for I think ES Asia is only the one that's consolidating for a while still. Look to be somewhat like an expanding kind of wedge pattern, consolidation pattern. And also for KY actually boost all the way up, which I mentioned over here, which is why here was a great place to add. After a long period of consolidation, I added over here, and there you go. All right, and finally for Bitcoin wise, yep. So it does seems that the redesigned triangle that I've drawn could potentially take into place. Fall into place. Taking a look at the 4-hour chart, see that we are now near these 200 simple moving average on the 4-hour, and potentially we are finding support if you look in terms of the candlestick wise, but bearing in mind that until this volume has closed on the 4-hour chart, I will not choose to enter in terms of a long side trade, but potentially I'm looking to add in terms of investment wise. Then yeah, I'm actually going to, after this video, I'm actually going to see whether how much I have to allocate for Bitcoin. I'll add a little bit to it. And reason being is very simple. Its price is over here. And instead of finding support at somewhere a little bit lower, immediately hitting here, price starts to find some support. So if you look more closely on, say, the 1-hour chart, you see that the volume is a rather decent volume on the 1-hour chart, and is situated to close only in another 14 more minutes. So this to me is a very good sign for a long-term kind of adding in position. But when it comes to trading wise, since I'm trading on a 4-hour chart, I would still prefer to have a confirmation close before entering, because that is where it could give me a much tighter stop loss depending on how strong the price action is at this price level. But this is definitely a buy zone for me, and this long-term triangle breakout could still fall into place. If we see some bullish momentum towards the upside, we could very much push all the way upwards, and then we could maybe retrace a little bit before breaking towards the upside or the downside. Otherwise, yep. So over here, I did mention the potential bounce from this. The reason why I say it's potential because we haven't closed on the 4-hour yet. So they could still actually reverse towards the downside still. And nothing is confirmed until this 3 hours and 30 minutes has passed in that sense. So yeah, but otherwise, I do see as a potential entry for midterm investment, because at 32K region, if we were to break to new all-time high like I mentioned, based on this consolidation pattern, we could very much hit the 30K. Meaning to say, getting at this current price right now, you could potentially still get near 50% or 45% kind of gain. But if it does it there, then yeah, definitely 50% kind of gain. So yeah, definitely a potentially good area to get in terms of long-term investment wise. But of course, do bear in mind that there is the risk that it could still retrace further over to here as well. So yeah, I'm just going to add a little bit more position on long-term setup, but otherwise that's more or less about it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.